I make every effort to give without expecting anything in return. Those are the words of a business networking contact that I met within the past couple years, and they left an indelible impact on me, so much so that I put them in this book, The Value of You. My name is Christopher D. Connors. This is chapter 5, the chapter on altruism in the series here on YouTube. I've put together a video series here about the book, The Value of You. The book is now available on Amazon and on the Amazon Kindle that you can wirelessly deliver to your phone, iPad, or Kindle device. And the chapter on altruism is more of a look into the way that we can serve others and putting the interest of others before our own. I start out the chapter with one of the most incredible stories I've ever known in my life. And the story is about a hero of September 11th in New York City, and the man's name was Welles Crowther. He was a college athlete at Boston College, and he went on to work in Lower Manhattan in one of the towers, one of the Twin Towers at the World Trade Center. And on the day that the towers were hit, he immediately reacted. He called his mother to let her know that at the time that he was safe, but he immediately jumped into action. He had the background of being a volunteer firefighter. And if you've ever had the pleasure of knowing firefighters, you know their first impulse is to want to help other people and to save other people's lives. And so Welles Crowther, who was working for a financial services firm, jumped into action and saved the lives of dozens of people on that day, and unfortunately in the process lost his own life. I tell more about that incredible story because it's one of the most selfless examples of love and of truly what altruism is all about, of putting the needs of others before your own. I get into more detail in the book and talk a little bit about my own personal experience with leadership, both professionally and personally. I talk a lot about servant leadership and what it really means to put others before yourself. I have another great quote from a business and marketing executive who I got the pleasure to know over the last couple of years, and she once said to me, "The way that I show up each day is how other people are going to show up." And that impact in servant leadership and setting an example for others of bringing your best effort, but also putting the needs of others before your own. When you're really, as a leader, showing up and as a person and caring genuinely about what other people's needs are, that's going to rub off in a positive way. It's going to gain you the respect of those people, and it leads to other powerful values that I talk about in this book. The Value of You is a guide that looks into the power of core values that define and shape our human experience. It's a series of 20 core values, and I start out the book with the journey, which I talked about already in this series, of my why, of why I wanted to write this book, and how just genuinely there's a desire in my life to want to help people build a rock-solid foundation on core values that they can then use to put into action the plan that they want for their life, whether it's to have a family, whether it's to find that soulmate and that partner that you want to share your life with, to build stronger relationships with your family, to get a job, to write a book, to live the life that you want on your terms. And altruism, in so many ways, I think when you start to position your mindset around helping other people and putting other people first, you start to see that the greatness of that gift comes back to you in kind, and people want to help you out. And in order to get anywhere in life, to live the life that you really want, you need other people. We live in an interdependent world, not an independent world. So the chapter on altruism is chapter 5. It's in this series on my Amazon YouTube series here, The Value of You. You can buy the book, The Value of You, right now on Amazon. The paperback is available, and the Kindle version is also available. Check out my writing on medium.com. I'm one of the top writers on the site. I write in the personal growth and the mission publications. My writing has also appeared on CNBC, on HuffPost. And visit me at christconnors.com, and you'll learn a little bit more about my personal story. I'd love to connect with you. Again, this is chapter 5 in the Value of You YouTube series on altruism. Check out the book and continue on in the series here, the chapter to the next chapter, chapter 6, the chapter on kindness. Thank you.